Hey, what's up? We got Ballionaire today, but my mic was acting a little freaky, so this is me in post-production reacting to myself watching this video. So we're doing pin Ballionaire. I haven't beaten this map on camera, but I have a Steam Deck, and every now and then I'm saying I haven't beaten it on Ballionaire ++ in the very least, but I have beaten it alone in my room on the Steam Deck. So, Agers, I didn't even see what that is. We'll see it when it pops up. Agers age at 25%. The beans. I didn't want to do a limited trigger build because I feel like I've been beating that to death a little bit. So, I do actually start getting the holders prepped up, you know? I also felt like I'd been beating recycling bin to death, but it's just pretty good. I guess I didn't take it. Yeah, I filmed this a while ago, but I thought this would be nothing just because of the unfortunate situation that. So I don't know any of you if you have like a Logitech microphone, but there's an app that comes with any Logitech product, or a Logitech G product at least. It's called G Hub, and there's some freaky stuff in G Hub all the time. So like the audio issue was, my old mic was like, it wasn't picking up my voice, but then when it did, it would like freak out and go crazy high. I don't know what happened there with the flippers. There we go. That's where I realized the flippers are the left and right mouse clicks. That's exactly what I put that brick there for too. So I think I'm starting to shape up where I want to segment the board into a few different builds, you know? So have like maybe the left side generate a lot of balls and then store them. And then the right side is going to be more maybe coin based and have that. See how I put the recycling bin there just to rack it up, you know? So that's what this plan is so far. And looking back, actually, I always thought you had 10 tries. It's not 10 flips, 10 uses of the flipper. And you do, you can see them on the right with those arrows. But if you see that star? If you hit the star, it resets. So can I be honest? I literally just realized that as I was watching it back, like as I was saying the thing about the thing on the right, which is kind of funny. This is also, in case you're wondering, this is pre-update. I was told by one of the viewers in a comment that Ballionaire received a pretty huge update and they wanted me to cover it. So I will be doing that. I'll be recording that probably, maybe not tomorrow night. We don't even know what day it is that I'm recording this. So, but just in case you do, maybe tomorrow night I'll record it. Who knows? Maybe it'll be the next night. But we're gonna have a few Ballionaire post-update videos coming out too. So I'm really excited. I'm really happy how this channel's like turning out. You know, I'm glad people are enjoying this, getting some entertainment out of it, maybe learning a few things. There's nothing really going on crazy in the build right now. I'm just trying to find ways to spawn more balls, because if we're gonna lean into the holders, you gotta have a pretty stable way to generate balls. So that's why I got the dart trap there. The balloon, I didn't realize that counts as a ball if it gets bonked in. I just saw that right now. It's so interesting how much you can learn from just watching your own gameplay back. I feel like an athlete watching his own footage. You know, I'm an athlete, dude. I'm an esport gamer, bro. This is great. It's gonna, if the ball is carrying the minecart, it's gonna deposit another ball if it gets dumped into a holder. Just a bunch of little things, you know? They really make the difference. The other good thing about having a synergy of spawning balls, like with holders, is that the more balls you have on the board, the more control, because you have the flippers on the bottom, the more control you have over like how long the run lasts, if that makes sense. Not only does it increase your chances of getting the holders deposited, you know, the balls deposited into the holders, but you have more of a chance that your round doesn't end like that, you know? I hope you see the vision of the bricks on the right. This is actually much more important of a boon to get than one might think. Because the name of the game, when you're doing Ballionaire++, is finding, what's it called? A trigger that scales without even molt. So like recycling bins is a good example of this. Investment bonk with piggy, actually I guess piggy bonk, and then you could throw investment bonk on it. But the second step is getting a trigger or a boon or just some consistent way to keep adding, or I guess, yeah, adding molt to that trigger. That's the formula. But you have to just be creative in how you actually go about doing it. You know what I mean? This is actually, I believe I go with the bow here. Just gonna take me a second to really weigh it out. But the bow is actually pretty good because this whole left side of the board is a dud. So when I got the bow, my thought, as you can see, is that it's gonna go through and hit the coins on the way out. But from what I remember, it doesn't really do that. Like the purpose that it serves is mainly to keep the vibes going, keep it alive, you know? I feel like I always get comments that I should have put the packing taken packing tape and then put or rearrange some triggers. So I got that there just in case. Not that I'm good at recognizing when to do that, but just in case so I could say that I did it, you know? And I do read everyone's comments and I do like internalize what they say. And I try to like, you know, and some people timestamp it so I could see where I could have made the correction. That's so helpful to me. Because I'm trying to learn and get better because, you know, when you do that, it's more entertaining content and I feel better and I win more. So yeah. And maybe it'll help someone else too. So you don't even realize how much that helps everybody. This was, I guess, just a filler. Like I didn't really need this, but I wanted something because I had that extra slot where the investment bonk was. But as we'll see in the future, maybe I shouldn't have did that, you know? This is just good. A good passive thing to have. Plus, it'll get me the gem draft. And Amethyst, in my opinion, is just the GOAT. I mean, it depends on your build, it really does. But Amethyst could be used for pretty much every single build. It really be like this when you're trying to do the brick synergy. It's so hard to control it. It really is. Ah! I know I'm not playing, but it's like, you know, I forget. I gotta go back and see what the thing is. Oh, that you could tell. It's not Juventude, Diminution, where every time I reroll, I get one less choice. You can see up in the top left, I got the crystal ball there. And that's actually, I never thought of it like this, but that's one way to combat that tribulation. You know? Even when I'm winning, I can't help but feel stress about the money situation. Even though I feel confident that I can make money here, still I'm stressed. So, something I learned, I forget when I learned this, but the compass, or I guess anything that adds mult, doesn't just add it, it multiplies the mult. So, yeah, really mult is the name of this game. I want to see, I would love to see them have added some new holder boons and triggers. Let me try to think of what else needs more love. Maybe some more creative movers. There's definitely some strategies I feel like you just like can't get into. Let me think of what works. Limited triggers is good. Spawners is okay. I don't think you could make a full build out of spawners without something else. What else? Holders is pretty tough, I think, because again, it has to be paired with something else. But I guess when you think about it, like piggy bonk and investment bonk, that's a holder build, and that's phenomenal. This is my, you can see that I'm like crushing the money right now, but I'm thinking worst case scenario always. So I put that investment, no, what's it called? Retirement fund there. I don't really know how much these balloons helped in this run. But yeah, I guess they do, huh? It's just they're more of like a one and done type of help. I really do apologize about this video. Like, you don't even know. The commentary I was giving was so awesome. Not that I'm not doing good commentary right now, but I just remember feeling like after I stopped the recording, I was like, I killed that, you know? And then I listened back to it like the next morning to go edit it, and it was just absolutely unsalvageable. But that's how it goes, and that's why I got this new mic, because I didn't want to have to deal with that kind of frustration in the future. So far, it seems like this new mic's doing pretty well. Let me know what you think about it. Yeah. So far, it's a pretty good run we got. We're on Tribulation 5. It's called Tribulate, right? Or no. I forget the terms. They use like biblical terms for this stuff. Yeah, that's the issue with holders, is that it does kind of go against the whole like idea of the map, which is like to keep your stuff going by like being able to control, you know, when it comes up and down. But sometimes it just gets absorbed by a holder and then you kill the run. But it's okay. Well, it's a long-term sort of strategy. If you get it going early, good stuff will happen. I'd love to make a juggler build. That's just one I can't figure out. $50,000 drop from that one recycling bin on the bottom right. So what is that, topaz? That's gonna give it I forget, some percentage chance for a spawner to spawn an extra ball when it would have spawned just one. We take piggy bonk. You better have taken piggy bonk here. Yeah? I'm probably giving some bomb commentary. Putting it together. You just wait. Yep. Yeah, there you go. Topaz. Balloon. The balloons are getting a little crazy right now, so. Why am I saying to put it there? I don't want to put it there. It's crazy how well we're doing, regardless of how little the left side is really doing. It is difficult when you have everything spawning, like, you do become paralyzed with, like, oh, like, am I doing the right thing? Like, am I focusing on the right thing? I don't know. I don't remember if I've got a good ager build going ever. Let me know if you've ever got. Did you see that? It just hit the bottom and flicked back up. That was pretty sick. That was like a trick shot. Yeah, let me know like what's a good ager. I mean, that's a very good ager synergy. I've seen a lot of roguelikes come out. I tried one, I recorded a video on it, but I didn't think, I was like so tired when I did it, so I didn't think people would want to watch it. It was called like a Toenho, Atonjo. It was like a mahjong roguelike. It was basically like Balatro, but mahjong, but it's like, there's a lot more rules and contingencies. It's kind of hard to follow, and I was tired, so it was like, I was like, "There's nobody's gonna want to see this." I did download a few others too. I think Enter the Gungeon. Another one that I play with my girlfriend. Or I mean, we haven't played in a while, but it's called Cult of the Lamb. That one's real fun. You can play it solo, you can play it multiplayer. Real good game. It's like part roguelike dungeon crawler kind of thing, but then part of it is also what are they called? Like a management game. I forget what they call that. Like not quite as in depth as something like, what's that game called? Oxygen, something with oxygen. What the heck? It's, oh man. It's the same people who made Don't Starve Together, I think. I've never played that one, but Oxygen Not Included, that's what it's called. It's not as in-depth as that. And the roguelike part isn't as in-depth as some other roguelikes, but together it makes a real good, fun game to just play and veg out to. Roguelikes. I'm trying to think of other games I've downloaded. I'm a shopaholic, admittedly. What am I thinking here? Let's see. That's just gonna fit. Whoa. I don't know what I was thinking with those, but I mean, they're generally good. They're just spawners, you know? Ignish. Where are we gonna put that? I have a bad habit of, someone pointed this out to me. I forget if it was on Reddit or in a comment, but I have a bad habit of just seeing something that's generally a good thing and filling the board with it without really thinking of like how it helps my build. So, I mean, I think I did better in this case because you can see with the right side, the, like, is packed, but the left side's pretty sparse. But it's cool. You know, I'm still just learning. Yeah, I didn't think I needed it because it's just the description says the nearest target. Not that it has to have its own target paired. Oof. Oh! Nice. See what I mean? Cooldowns last twice as long. That's what this last one is. That one is one of up there with like the most annoying tribulations. The smokestack is just generally awesome. But you need things that get destroyed. But if you have the like my luck, you just put down a caterpillar and it's gonna get murdered. I just kind of sounded like RFK Jr. there. Windmill is another. I feel like I always have to take it. That's the perfect spot for it too. Just passive money, you know? I want to do a real, like a windmill extravaganza, you know? This balloon is stupid. I don't need it. Yeah, thank God with the holy build we have like accumulated a lot of money per drop, or else like stuff like that can just happen. Like you can just, you know, hit, oops, sorry, I hit you there. You can just hit drop and have it die out in just like a second. And you know what's cool? Piggy bonks count as animals. You know, even though they're a bonk. You know? That's not as much as I thought I'd been getting. It just said like 30-something thousand from it. From the bottom right recycling bin. Now I'm putting some more things that can get destroyed on the left side because we have the smokestack. Even though it's kind of like you're playing the long game there. Sword works pretty well for this. It's just, there's no real great spot. By the time you're seeing this, I'll have already put out the Atomfall video. I'm really excited about that game. I'm also excited to see how people react to it. I mean, I love roguelikes because I love strategizing, even about things that don't even need to be strategized about, like life stuff, you know, like stupid, inconsequential life things I strategize about and try to optimize. So that's why I find roguelikes are fun. But then like RPGs are fun because it's just like you get to like play around with decisions that you wouldn't normally make in your real life, if that makes sense. You know? I guess that's part of why it's fun. The other thing is there is strategy in a lot of them, like in Fallout or any of the Bethesda games. There's that, you know, the skill tree or the spec tree or whatever you want to call it. Go figure. When I put an animal trigger down, I get, oh, someone mentioned that putting smoke down, because it's undraftable, there's a chance to get some good stuff. I forget, like, I think gems might even be undraftable. So I don't think I did it here because I believe someone told me this after I recorded this video. So apologies for that. But I've heard you. I've listened to you and I've digested what you said and it totally makes sense. It's just that information didn't reach me at that time. Some advice I'd give to anybody is don't be afraid to skip. Skipping is fun. Skipping an okay trigger is better than... I don't even know what I was trying to say there. Skipping an okay trigger is a lot better than taking a bad trigger. Another funny thing you don't even realize is like when you're watching this stuff back is your little mouse mannerisms. So that's one thing I do a lot is those sweeping circles and then some back and forth underlining and stuff. It's funny. It's just funny stuff I like to see, you know? I think my right side is stronger than my left side in terms of like hand-eye coordination. And that's part of the reason I think why I can more accurately get balls into the left side's recycling bin. But not by much. But in the beginning, I think the difference was a lot easier to detect. I think that investment bonk, I mean, I don't know. It's almost certain that we'll get this one. So maybe the investment bonk is good to leave there when you think about it. Oh, the arrows. They just fall straight down and off the screen from the bows. Didn't realize that. This really isn't necessary, I don't think. Yeah, that's probably the better move. It's funny that, like, even the way my brain works is like, I didn't remember that's what I did. I just like, my mind is the same at all times. So I just in my head made the calculations and I was like, yeah, I wouldn't do that. And then I saw myself not do that, probably making the same exact calculations. You know how some people could just remember what they thought in the moment? Like, I don't remember a single thing I thought. Not a single thing, but I'm exaggerating a little bit. But, like, I could still access that information because I'm, like, looking at it right now and doing that. I don't know. One thing I feel like I'm not great at is communicating clearly, but let me tell you, I saw this video the other day. I swear it changed my life. I'll link it in the description, but it was a video on like why people have trouble articulating their opinions. So good. Such a good video. I mean, the guy did seem, I don't know what the word is, but a little too vibey. But very valuable stuff to say. Awesome video. I'm gonna link it just because I feel like people need to see it. It was so crazy. It was like I felt like this dude was lecturing me. Like he knew me on a personal level and was like, "Don't be idiot," you know. Clearly, you could see from this video so far. I'm pretty early in my journey to becoming a clear communicator. But, you know, one can only hope. What am I trying to... Oh, because I got jump... No, I didn't get jumper cables. What did I get that makes me want to do that? The eggs? I don't know. I don't know what made me want to get that, was there ruby? Garnet? I don't know. Garnet. Cooldown. Oh. But what do I not... What are we trying not to get the cooldown? I don't know. Oh, the gem. It is undraftable. All these are undraftable. So if I did the smoke, I might have gotten a gem. if I removed it, is what I'm saying. I think by this time I was trying to be really tactical because I saw we're at what, 300,000 here, and we have what, we had 6 drops left at the time, so we're like just barely getting there if every drop is like an average amount. But you know, you got to plan for the worst case scenario. It only makes sense. That was just a stupid junk. Most of these later ones on the left side are stupid junk. What do you want to call it? Placements. But it doesn't matter because the right side's pretty developed and it's just pretty self-sustaining. You know? It's very clear what the goal is with the right side. So we're allowed to kind of screw around on the left side. I wonder if they added a new difficulty. Because for a while I found Ballionaire ++ pretty hard. But I wonder if they're going to make something even more challenging. I'm excited. Because this game, I won't lie to you. I played it a lot. You know, I think I have like maybe 13 videos on Ballionaire. Something like that. I don't know. That could be wrong. But after a while, it felt like there wasn't a lot of variety. It felt like there's only a few very strong things you could do. And you had to do them or you'd lose. You know? But I'm excited that they're maintaining this game and they're continuing to support it because it's a great game. This is a unique game that probably inspired a lot of other games, I'd say. So yeah, let me see what I'd hope they have in the new update. I didn't look at any of the actual contents. Oh, we're getting. Oh, I'm just looking at the price right there. Oh, price? Like how much money we've made. Yeah, okay. I freaked out because there's that one drop before that was like, it was a dud, like they dropped the egg down the middle. I was freaking out. I was like, are we not gonna get it? Because I was thinking with that mindset of like, we have, you know, if we get everything. Hey, I didn't even realize we won that quickly. This wasn't, yeah, I'm gonna cut myself off. This wasn't one of those glamorous wins. This was a very, I worked for this win. I won't lie to you. I hope you enjoyed hearing me blabber for a while. This was done in one take. I bet you could tell. But all right, thank you for watching. We got more Ballionaire coming out. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff. Let me know what you think of the mic. Let me know what you want to see from me. You know the drill by now. All right, I'm out of here. Peace.